Welcome back, YouTube. Torch.0 here, and I'm back to bring you part 8 of my Let's Play of Donkey Kong Country for the Super Nintendo. In the last part, we finished up Chimp Industries, and in this part, we'll be taking on Chimp Caverns. And we'll go ahead and we'll take on the first level, Tanked Up Trouble. Now, as we begin, we'll go ahead, we'll run through these first few platforms real quick, and we'll land on our conveyor belt traveling doohickey. And I'll explain a little bit more about this in a minute, but for now, on this first corner, go ahead and jump down, because this will take you to the first and the only bonus level. And as we watch where this balloon goes, I think it went to the fourth one, and it did. We'll go ahead and we'll collect our prize, get our free 1-up, and Donkey Kong will do his dance. But starting the level for real this time, we'll travel along this platform, collecting fuel barrels, and you'll see the difference between this and Trick Track Track. Try saying that a million times fast. Is that this platform has these lights that blink and they deplete. This is actually our fuel gauge, and we'll need to be collecting these fuel barrels to keep on going. Otherwise, we'll end up getting stuck, the platform will drop off, and we will die. So, moving on through the level, the hardest part really isn't all the jumps and the bad guys they throw at you. That's fairly easy to deal with. The worst part, for me at least, is trying to get through, waiting on this, and I don't know why this fuel barrel is here. I cannot figure out how to get it. Anyways, as I was saying, the worst, and then, is Winky in this level? That's the only thing I can think of, but I didn't see him anywhere. But anyways, as I was saying, the worst part of this level for me is just waiting on the platform. You know, I'm not a huge patient guy. I don't really like levels that are slow and deliberate and you have to move through it not very quickly. I like to be able to speed run and to breeze through the levels at a high speed. I just kind of get more of a rush that way, and that's kind of how it's always been for me. In Sonic and Mario, well, in Sonic you basically have to, but in Mario as well. You know, I like running through the levels at full speed. I'm not some slow grandpa or anything like that. And actually, sometimes I'm fast to a fault, I would say. You know, when I was going through my practice run, I kept jumping out ahead of the platform and falling off the edge, and it wasn't too kind to me. I had to retry this level several times just because I wasn't very patient. And this platform's actually starting to speed up, but they're also throwing a lot of bees at us, so that's not a very good sign. I accidentally pushed that tire off the edge. We are at the end of the level. I don't really care about the G. I'm not going to wait all day for it, so just take that barrel, it'll blast you to the end, and just like that, we beat Tanked Up Trouble. But we'll move on to the next level, Mannix Mincers, and if you didn't notice the sign there, it is a cave level. It's very similar to, I don't remember what it was called. It was the one with the parrot. Very similar to that level. There's no bonus there, so don't worry about carrying the barrel there, but you do want to be careful with Rambi because he will be necessary in unlocking the next bonus, which is, oh, not right here, not right there, and just avoid these guys. It's right nope, not right there either. Wow. Well, I thought there was a bonus in this level, and as we avoid these spiky tires, oh, I guess there's not even any till the check mark. So maybe you don't need Rambi. I thought you did, but I haven't been able to unlock it. But, okay, this is where it is. And there's a barrel there just in case. But yeah, take Rambi. You can get us into this bonus area, which is actually fairly difficult compared to these normal chopper mini games where you're jumping on clap traps and they're shooting out their bananas at you. Because while they spit out their bananas, they become invisible for a second. And not invisible, invincible for a second, and when you jump on them, you'll go through them, which gives them just enough time to come back to solid and hit you. So, good way to get yourself screwed over, so you gotta be real careful. We'll watch out for that tire. And like I was saying in the last... hey! Oh, well, I thought I was gonna be able to salvage him, but he ran right off the edge. Which, this Ramby guy, I tell you what, overreaction of the century, and no bonuses there. In fact, this isn't probably needed for the bonus, but we'll hang on to it, just in case. Well, we could have used that. Oh well. And actually, okay, this is actually a very confusing level for the bonuses. Okay, this area, although there's no bonus music, it is actually a bonus, believe it or not. And we'll get Diddy Kong. And I'm going to go through it again, because at the end, we do have the G. And you do have to go through this room to get the 100% completion, I'm fairly certain. And take this TNT barrel to here, because this will be our third bonus. And it's another one of these balloon mini games. But as I was saying, you do have to go through that room to get the 101% completion, even though you wouldn't think about it. And I guess the third one, it was in the second one, so screwed myself out of a life there. But after we go through here, this should shoot us off pretty close to the end. And like that, we beat our second level. And we'll go ahead, we'll move on to Misty Mine, which is the gimmick of this level is, you see that snake here, you have a bunch of these barrels that the bad guys come out of. So we'll move through here, and there's no bonus there, so don't worry about that. Oh man. Anyways, as I was saying a couple levels ago, in my practice run, I was having all sorts of trouble. You know, ended up jumping off the edge a lot in the first level, tanked up trouble, waiting on that platform. And, you know, I had some trouble in the second level too, finding the bonuses, just because it is so confusing. But the worst part of it is, after I got to the end of my practice run, I ended up going to load the save state to start recording. I was on a roll. I felt like I was ready to go. And I accidentally hit save instead of load, which means I couldn't go back to where I was previously. And it was a bad deal. And as we go through this bonus, there's actually all the Kong letters are in this level. So go ahead and collect them here. Get espresso as well. And you can get that espresso token. Espresso isn't real great in this level. In fact, we'll have to forget about him pretty soon. And actually, that was right. Yeah, he's not going to be all that useful for us because we need espresso, or we need to forget about espresso. And as we avoid these, to get the bonus there. So no real point, and we'll go through. Oh, I didn't even mean to do that. Okay, good. Yeah, sorry folks, I'm going through this avoiding the animal tokens. As you've seen in the past episodes, I just don't want to waste time in the LP doing these bonus rounds that you've already seen. But yes, I accidentally hit save. Really? Right after I hit the barrel? What a load. And get this jump timing right, that way I don't end up killing myself. But as I was saying, I get to the end of my practice run and I go to load up my last save state so I can bring this part to you guys, and I accidentally hit save. And so I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to go back through the whole game and play to get all the way back to where I was before. Well, luckily my emulator, SNES 9X, has a special file called the oops file, which I went ahead and I renamed it to the save state file. And if you're paying real close attention, you'll see a banana here. Go ahead and fall down that hole and grab the cannon to get to the bonus area. I was able to restore my save state from that. It wasn't my most current one, but it was back at Poison Pond. So I only had to beat a couple levels to get back to where I was. But I nearly had a heart attack there, so luckily I didn't have to beat the whole game again for you guys. I was able to get fairly close to where I was. So whoever designed SNES 9X, I thank you eternally for designing an oops file. You deserve to get a Nobel Peace Prize because that saved me so much. And I've been talking so much I haven't been able to explain the mechanic of this level, but you've probably noticed it's a lot like, oh, what was it called? Stop and Go Station. But instead of hitting stop and go barrels, you'll be hitting these on and off barrels that control the lights. And there's actually a lot of these purple claptrap guys, which is pretty intuitive for this level. So you end up saying they jump over platforms and edges and can attack you that way, which adds a specific amount of challenge, you know, makes it interesting. So that was actually really good game design. That's the kind of stuff that I really appreciate in games like this. And another thing, we've heard this background music before. I think it was actually the background music of the last level. But you know, you don't have much. No, 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 no! Oh my gosh. I didn't mean to pick it up, but I didn't see that barrel. I'll go ahead and jump off the edge, and you'll see why in a minute. But I actually need that barrel to unlock the second bonus stage of this level. So we'll try this again. Oh, I guess the tire was just right there, but no real loss. I was able to do a running jump, and that was kind of a example. Okay, now what are we gonna do? We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna sacrifice Donkey to see if we can kill this guy. Okay, but we really need to kill that vulture, because otherwise one of his nuts will hit our barrel and break it, and we don't want that. And we gotta run real quick here before that guy comes and breaks our barrel, and that takes us to the second bonus area. Oh, there was a tire there. I would have never known that. I almost jumped off the edge, I bet. Luckily, the lights come back on, though, so we don't have to worry about traversing through the dark when we get out of the bonus. And there's not too much going on with this background music, but it actually adds a lot to the atmosphere, which for some of the other levels, I find it to be bland, but for this one, where, you know, there's not very much visibility, and you're kind of... Oh! I thought I could make it over him. There's not too much visibility, and you know, you're kind of in a rush to get to the next area before the lights go out. It just adds to the atmosphere of this level, and it's just another reason why this game is one of the greatest. And I'll rush through this, hopefully. It won't take too long to get back where we were. Oh, I guess I didn't have to sacrifice Donkey Kong to do that. Well, I want that free life again, so we're going to go ahead and go through the bonus. And you may have noticed... No! Oh, phew, I only had one. I thought I had more than one. And I didn't even get the free life. But you may have noticed I don't have as many lives as I did in the last part. And that was because I did die a lot trying to get back to where I was at. Poison Pond was pretty bad. Blackout Basement was awful. I kept jumping off the edge because I wasn't being patient enough. But the difference between like 95 and 85 isn't huge. So not too much skin off my bones. Hopefully it doesn't take me 85 tries to beat the last boss. And oh my goodness, I don't like having one Kong at the end. It just makes me nervous. And yep, because there's this guy. Luckily I killed him and got to the end. Man, that would have made me so mad if I had to start all the way back. And we got one last level before the final two bosses. Platform Perils. We'll go ahead, we'll beat this level. You see this platform, go ahead and jump underneath it, because you have a second one that will take you to the bonus game. And here we're just trying to spell Kong. And I'm not even trying, as usual. Go ahead, we'll use use these barrels to kill those armadillos. I'd recommend playing as Donkey Kong in this level because there's a lot of enemies that you'll be encountering that only Donkey Kong can stomp. So it'll make the whole thing easier if he doesn't die on you. So it looks like we'll be using Diddy Kong, but I think we're pretty close to another Donkey Kong barrel. They do a pretty good job in this game of giving you a buddy barrel whenever you're real close. Whenever you get hit, there's normally a buddy barrel real close, so you don't have to worry about getting hit again. But it's actually been a while, which we may have actually just probably hit one before. Go ahead, we'll get the halfway point, and we finally do get one here. You'll see now there'll start being bad guys right on the platforms, and it starts out as beavers, but it's gonna increase in difficulty real soon. I don't think there's anything down there. So we'll go ahead, we'll stomp on those guys. Wait on this bee, and now you gotta pick up these barrels to kill those, oh, I don't know what they're called, crushes. These silver crushes can't be stomped on even by Donkey Kong. They can only be killed by barrels. Luckily, they do give you the means to destroy them, and I think this is the last guy. Yep, we got him. Oh, nope. One more. And here we are. You can see the G, so we're almost there. Is that all that was for? And yeah, fall down here. It's pretty scary, and I'm pretty sure I thought I was gonna die. But there is a platform that shoots you to the last bonus game in the entire game. And the prize for the last bonus in the entire game is an on-guard token. It's in the second one, but I don't care. I'm gonna hit the third one because I don't really want to do an on-guard bonus. And Diddy's gonna throw his tantrum. He'd really enjoy the lives, I guess. But we're gonna go ahead and finish the level. And we've beaten all the levels in the game. We're getting up on the finale. We'll go ahead, we'll fight Master Necky Sr. next time. But until then, I'll see you later. This has been Torf.0, signing off.